Never get stronger if you always give up right when it's getting hard. You should face those experiences. He says, Daniela, I can't babysit your emotions. I hate this thing. This thing haunts me. It's not like I'm not gonna like scream in pain, but it hurts. It's like I know something's wrong.
Okay, let's run a scan first.
Sure.
Just to.
This treatment is going to be painful. Is any part of you scared?
I've been treated by Cody before, so I am appropriately scared for what's to come. I know that he shows no mercy.
What do you think your relationship status with pain is?
Well, as a professional athlete and fitness instructor and former professional dancer, pain is something that you get used to when you have to push through. Injuries are pretty common. I grew up being stretched, dancing on bleeding toes, you name it, it happened. So I'm quite used to pushing through, and injuries are a fairly common thing in our industry. So I would say that I have a decent relationship with pain.
Do you think you're pain literate?
Maybe not the best. I'm curious. We'll see. I can say ouch. Ouch.
Which pain is worse, physical or mental?
I think when you're coaching or when you're in your zone, that you have a lot of adrenaline, and that helps to deal with injuries and it helps you get through it. So much of what we experience is about mental.
How do you coach someone through a mental block?
There's obviously needs to be a level of understanding that you shouldn't do things that are going to further injure someone ever. You don't want to push through injuries in that way. But being sore, being tired, being overwhelmed, absolutely you have to push through those things. Otherwise you'll never get stronger if you always give up right when it's getting hard. So a lot of my coaching comes with teaching people that they're stronger than those temporary feelings and emotions, temporary feelings of discomfort, temporary moments of mental block. And as long as it's not a severe injury and it's just something, I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed, absolutely we can get through that. And that felt better.
Yeah. Did it hurt still?
No, it feels way better.
Yeah, there's some swelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, within the carpal tunnel, as I expected. So you could have sprained some ligaments.
Yeah.
And that led to a swelling.
Yeah.
Due to a traumatic response. And how's the rotation?
Better.
That's way better. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Now we're gonna get to the next one.
How do you approach pushing through pain?
I would say that rather than pushing yourself through it, you should face those experiences, deal with them, find ways of moving through them gracefully. Otherwise, you're just going to bottle them up. They will be projected in some other way that's probably not healthy and come out in either future relationships or future situations. If you're actually facing things, dealing with them, then you're more likely to actually to actually find what are we oh,
Describe what you're feeling.
a feeling of suction. I'm assuming that is it feels like just like a really hard massage that I know is good for me, but is making me kick my feet. Oof.
So far.
Yeah, it's way better.
Yeah, so this one's still starting to diminishing.
Oh, it's more sore now.
Yeah.
Is that normal?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's sore. Yeah, that's sore.
Can you tell us a joke?
A joke. God, you know what's so sad? My go-to line is always, "That's what she said." So like, I need someone else to set me up. Oh.
That's That's a good joke. That is a good joke. Always work though.
You know, 50% of the time it works every time. Oh.
So is it getting close to the wrist, or it's on the
It's up actually a bit higher.
Higher up
Yeah,
here,
that. Yeah.
right
Yeah.
near here?
Yeah. A bit lower. Yep.
Here.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Now that could have been a origin of the issue, right?
Yeah.
I don't know yet. Let's see. That's tender, huh?
Yeah.
Tender. That's okay. That's okay.
Yes.
Yeah, just there. Just there.
What was one of your most painful experiences?
Ooh. Like in life. You know what was actually really challenging is when Cody decided to help me with my plantar fasciitis. He did so graciously in the most painful way. And I said, "Oh my God, I'm in pain." And he says, "Daniela, I can't babysit your emotions." Well, I was screaming in pain, and that was pretty painful, Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm never letting you do that to me again because I still mentally have not recovered.
Oh no.
Just kidding, it feels so much better. No! I hate this thing. This thing haunts me. Oh, are we? Are we going gentle?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Cody and I
moments.
we need to negotiate the word gentle.
Fine differently.
Yeah, we have different terms, definitions. Oh, I am Hulk. Let this be over. Let me be walking out that door. I know it's good for me though. It's good for me. I'm like grabbing onto myself. I'm hugging myself.
Do you have any irrational fears?
Ooh, I'm actually quite scared of needles, so that was fun, so I didn't look. Oh, I have now, regrettably, become afraid of driving. I used to live in LA, and I drove approximately 4 hours a day because I was teaching Soul Cycle all over the city, and I lived in Brentwood, and I taught in the same day, Newport Beach, California, West Hollywood, and Beverly Hills within the same day.
Wow.
I don't even want to know how many miles that is.
Yeah.
That I was going between, around 4 hours a day. So I decided when I came back to Vancouver, I was going to take a break from driving. Regrettably, that break has turned into from 1 year to 7 years, and now it's turned into a fear. So that's irrational.
Do you have any advice for people who want to take their first spin class?
Setting up the bike is something that will help your ride be significantly better. If you're standing beside your bike, you want your seat to be at your hip height, and you want to make sure that you can get a full flexion of your leg, that it's not bending too much, put stress on your joints, and we always want to avoid that, and that you pick up the weights that are going to be appropriate for you. We always have amazing staff at the studio, and being new is not a crime. It's a great thing. We love new riders. So if you're ever new at our studio, know that you will be welcome and embraced with open arms. We love
That's true. I mean,
new riders.
I can attest that. I
Yeah.
can attest her studio have
Yes.
like really high energy, and they all like just want to help.
Yes.
And also the instructor, they all just really hard.
Yeah.
Hard on the members.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yes.
I can relate that to my treatment.
Totally.
You're like doing it for better.
Yes.
And you gotta push them.
Yes.
These people need to be pushed.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You get a really nice experience as a new rider, but I totally understand doing anything new is always has the potential to be intimidating. So what would be great is showing up early, at least to situate yourself. Now I have my pro riders just stroll in. They know what's going on, but it's nice to be a little bit early so that you can get your bike set up really well and get assistance with that, get the appropriate weights, and also know that the room is very dark and no one is looking at you. So that's so freeing in that it's not a competition. It's not meant to make you feel like I have to be better than someone else. It's just you in an amazing community in a dark space doing the best that you can do. What do you recommend, like, me not doing or doing, like, to make it worse other than my goat?
Well, you probably know direct impact onto the forearm.
Sure, okay.
And I think have to deal with maybe the way the kettlebell being sit on your forearm and you'll be holding it really
So
tight.
no kettlebells.
Or if you can hold kettlebell maybe differently.
Sure, okay.
Yeah. Probably the bell doesn't directly come compress on it.
Okay. So is it like a sprain or just like?
Well, so far I don't have a clear answer.
Yeah,
I don't
fair.
have a clear answer. All I know it's all swollen
Something like that.
around here.
Okay.
But if it's a sprain,
Yeah.
if it's sprained, there should be a pain within the ligaments.
Oh, okay.
But I couldn't find any pain around your wrist ligaments. But my guess would be there might be some direct impact.
Okay.
So directly you hit something that
Yeah.
caused a trauma.
Okay.
So it's a traumatic response.
Okay. I think the most important way of actually dealing with pain in your life better is to actually deal with it. Don't mask it. Don't think it'll go away on its own or cover it up with something else. So if something is hurting on you, whether that be physical, mental, emotional, spiritual pain, whatever that means for you, it's not fake it till you make it, it's face it till you make it. Best way to do it.
Amazing. Thank you so much.